I'll send it out now.
Yes. Shh. Shut your fucking mouth.
It's going to intentional grounding.
Shut your fucking mouth.
What was our, it was media resonance?
Yes.
But my computer will unfreeze.
Yes, it is. At media resonance. Resonance. At media resonance on twitter.com.
Stop.
All good. Intentional Grounding Podcast. Episode 79.
I got no snare on my.
Powder Blue Butt followed you. Congratulations, you got 25 followers. Celebrate with a tweet. Tweet this dick. We got a lot of editing. Hello, once again, and welcome to another episode of the I Might Be a
You
Kook
don't have to talk
podcast.
into the mic.
I don't have to talk into the mic.
Just fucking talk.
I'm your host, the Miggity Mac, Chris Otto, here once again with my boy, the Trust Fund Kid.
You.
You don't have to talk into the mic.
What's going on?
Why am I leaning forward to talk?
I don't know.
It's a little bit weird today.
It is weird.
You all settled in?
No, I'm all fucked up. Here we go. Get onto this table.
What do you think?
Is this? Did we do this before? Oh, last time it was Frozen, right? Last time we did the Kook
It was
show.
frozen, and we were next to each other. I think we weren't like facing each other, but
I like the face to face.
the face to face is a lot smoother. What I'm thinking we should do is maybe put a camera here, right?
Okay.
And a camera there.
Yeah.
And then maybe throughout the show is like if we want to directly look at you,
Yeah.
boom, camera 1. Directly see me, boom, camera 2. Everybody dance, camera 3.
I like it. And there's a thing we can get. There's a thing we can get where we just hit the buttons from here,
Yeah.
and it'll switch. We set the scenes up, and it'll switch us.
A little bit of the old slave labor.
Oh shit! I didn't put the YouTube viewers and shit up, so we could see if there's actually people here. The number count.
Well, anyone that is watching this on YouTube, click that subscribe button. If you're listening on iTunes or Google Play, just click that subscribe button right now. Leave some comments.
Yeah, if you're in the page and you leave a comment, it should show up on the screen. So send us a comment. Leave a comment. Chop chop.
Leave a fucking comment.
All right.
Comment.
So what's going on?
We're out here in the nebula. Whoa, yeah. Anyone that's listening doesn't know what the fuck we're doing, but we're just like tripping out here because we look like we're in outer space here on our YouTube page. But it's been 2 weeks since the last time I seen you, kid. How you been?
Good. Good. How about yourself?
Been pretty good. Running from some dogs
Very nice. Very nice.
in the rain.
Very nice.
Yes, very nice.
Running from some dogs in the rain.
Running from some dogs in the fucking rain. As if my job's not difficult as it is. You throw a little bit of rain into it,
Okay.
Then on top of the rain, you want to say, not 1, not 2, but 3 fucking dogs, and then one gets loose.
That fucking sucks.
That's awful.
Do you carry like mace or anything?
We get a dog spray, but I think it's just like a light, almost like, imagine a can of Texas Pete.
Really?
Yeah.
Texas Pete's like barely even spicy.
Exactly. So
Very nice.
some dogs will just piss them off, and some little ones will be like, "Arr, arr, 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 arr."
Okay.
But the other day at work, I don't know if these two situations correlate with each other.
Okay.
I'm starting to think they do the more I think about them. So Sunday, I stopped at Dunkin' Donuts. I'm getting coffee and I'm waiting in line, right?
Mm-hmm.
In walks this, in front of me, there's a father and a son. What do you think of that veiny, bulgy cock? If you see my veiny, bulgy cock via Dunkin' Donuts, let us know in the comment section. So I'm at Dunkin' Donuts, and I see the father and the son. And I see the kid, you know, telling his dad what donut he wants and all this shit.
Comment from Camille Diaz.
Show us your tits. Oh, wait, they can't see us. All right. But, so I see this little kid, and he's looking up, Dad, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, almost like time itself froze as this kid's doing that.
Okay.
And it took me back to when I was, that kid had to be like 4 to 5 years old, and I'm thinking, I remember being like that. Out with my dad, you know, stopping somewhere, and, you know, do you want a donut, or you want this, or blah, 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 or being with my older brothers. And even, it's weird, because even at the age of 31 now, I'm still like, man, I really wish I could go back to that time in my life.
Is this going to turn into another therapy session?
It's not going to turn into another therapy section.
I can't end it.
I'm just saying, it was just weird, like how
You went back in time.
I just wanted a fucking latte, a cock and balls latte, and I ended up like going down memory lane with me old dad, thinking, man, life was so simple back then. Like the hardest decision, that was probably that child's hardest decision he made that entire day. What kind of donut? And there's like 50 different kind at Dunkin' Donuts, and then there's like different drinks you can get.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing that kid's got to deal with, right?
Yeah.
Me.
You want to be like that? I prefer adulthood.
I'd prefer to be like that with the knowledge I have today. If I could go back with the knowledge I have today, I could. But if I'm just restarting from scratch and knowing nothing,
yeah,
forget that. Adulthood rules.
Yeah.
You
like
know?
I could go eat a Milky Way for dinner tonight.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah.
Back then, man, it was like you're going to sit there until you fucking eat it.
Oh, I was a picky kid, so that would never happen.
But see, at the age of 4, I would be like, listen, we're going to make rational decisions right now, Mom, Dad. I am not eating this. You are not making me sit here. All right? Woo! I see you
those
guys.
boobs?
Those
Little
are,
boobs?
I think so. Or they're just periods in parentheses.
I hope they're boobs.
Yes. So time freezes for me. And then later on during the workday, I'm sitting in my van and I hear this, a loud thump.
Okay.
So I'm looking in my mirrors going, what the fuck was that? I'm thinking it's maybe someone I work with, just stopped by and trying to scare me, spook me, blah, 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 blah. Or, you know, just some asshole being an asshole. No big deal, nothing happens. So I'm like, fuck it, right? Cruising along, going through the day, blah, 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 blah. Going back into my truck. I see something on top of my work truck. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's a dead pigeon.
Oh, it was a dead pigeon landed on the...
A dead pigeon ended up on top of my van.
That's a sign, probably. Did you look it up?
Whoa, we'll get there, my friend. We'll get there. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, the first thing I do, I'm sending pictures to old Uncle Glennie, Cleve, Danielle, my wife.
I guess I don't get a pic.
Well, it would have made today an interesting story then, Bubba.
This is true.
And then even Antoine, I sent him. And everyone's calling me like a bird killer. Everyone's like, what are you going around killing pigeons? I'm killing pigeons and I'm placing them on my hoods. It's like, that's my new thing. So I get gloves, and I place it down. It was hard like a rock, but it was almost like someone snapped its neck.
Yeah.
Because the body was rock hard, but the head was all like, meh. It was weird.
Man, that's fucking weird.
So I talked to the wife about it, and she's in today, woo, bibbidi bobbidi boo, and all that cool shit, right?
What does that mean?
Dead birds represent metaphysical death.
Okay. What does that mean?
I got no fucking clue.
All right. Well, I guess that's the end of the show. So I'm just kidding. We don't know. We don't know what the fuck. What does it mean? Intern.
Intern.
We lost all our interns. They have their own podcast now. They think they're hot shit. This was from them. So hold on. So talk about that a little more. While you talk about that, I'm going to get our YouTube numbers up on the screen. So I'm going to disappear for a second, but I'll be right over here listening.
Well, they say like certain things, dreams or certain things in your life are a representation of something, right?
Yeah.
And most people think that when they hear about or see a dead animal that it's necessarily a bad sign, right?
Okay.
But I don't know. It said a death of the metaphysical, but like, what does that mean? Like something negative in me is dying, or I'm moving on to the next step? I don't know.
We got to get that Google back up.
Google, intern! But yeah, I'm a little bit familiar with the metaphysical, seeing that we've talked a little bit of this and that, but give me a second. And let's see what my old handheld Google machine says. Metaphysical death. Metaphysical death meaning. So I Google metaphysical death meaning, right? And it says, will help clarify our thinking on the matter, the unity of body and soul. The human being is one individual, one substance. A substance is a complete entity having a nature or principle within it that regulates any changes in the substance.
Okay.
And see, here's something weird. People also ask, what does it mean when you see a dead bird? What is the spiritual meaning of death? What is metaphysics of religion? That is some weird shit. I ain't even, like, what are the odds like it brought up bird?
That's fucking weird, man.
Metaphysical meaning of death, physical dissolution of the body, the outer symbol of mental negation or spiritual inertia. As commonly interpreted, death is the absence of life in the body. Death is caused by man's failure to comply fully with God's law. It is a result of sin and has no uplifting power. A falling short of the law of life is sin. Sin causes discord in mind, which produces a separation between spirit and body. Through believing in error and dissipating the life substance, the mind loses hold of its consciousness of life and enters into negation, and dissolution takes place. The result is death of the body temple. The wages of sin is death. But I also seen something earlier I read that said someone put a conjure on you or like a curse.
Okay.
But that bird, someone sent that bird to, I guess, take the bullet for you. And thus that life ending, it basically sacrificed its life so you don't get hit with that. So I got two different meanings and I'm like, uh-oh.
Well, yeah, I wish we had the mic over here that we set up, but we keep fucking changing it.
Hey, intern, can we get a microphone by the old producer's desk? Yeah, Harry, I'll get right on it. I'll give you a minute. You got to finish setting up some stuff. You know, we had to fire our last intern because just acting up. You know what I mean?
Nah, I mean,
so it's okay, you know, we're adding more. I mean, how many people are doing podcasts in the middle of the cosmos? None. Just the I Might Be a Kook podcast, buddy. So I think you should expect somewhat of a delay, you know, between space and Earth and the cosmos. How much of a delay do you think is there? Like, you know, between here and Texas, there's about an hour difference in time. From here to Seattle, it's about 3 hours. How much time do you think it is difference between us and space?
12 light years.
12 light years?
Was I putting anything else up here?
Nope, you were just putting the counter of how many people are currently in it. So we got 2 people watching on YouTube, right? So that's old Celeste and us from the studio, or
Am I watching?
It's Celeste. Oh, it is you?
No, I don't think it is me.
It's probably Celeste and the old lady, Danielle.
Just make the chat a little bigger.
Making it a little bit bigger, getting it set.
Good enough.
All right, jump back in your spaceship and come back.
He's back. Totally fucked up the flow.
That'll happen occasionally. You good there, Harry?
Yeah. Harry. Dumb and Dumber.
All right, Harry. So what do you think? You think it was a metaphysical death, or do you think it was, you know, it said something about like a conjure or something, like a curse was being put on me, and like the bird got in between. It was like, nope, not today, me.
Well, I know my mom was always big into the dream interpretations, and that was always the worse the dream. It always seemed like the better omen it was. So it'd be like you'd have this horrible, horrible dream, and then we'd look it up in like a dream book, and it would be like, you're gonna be rich.
Yeah.
And you're like,
money's coming your way.
but if it was a good dream, it seemed like it was always,
Death
you're gonna
is
die.
near.
All
A
your
family
family's gonna
member.
die. You'll just be horrible, and you're like, God, it's such a nice dream though.
Yeah.
So if I had to guess, I would say it's probably a good thing. A dead pigeon landing on the roof of your work truck probably means that you're not going to have to work much longer because you're going to have a windfall coming from the network, Resonance Media Network. So it's good. It's a good sign.
You know what the good thing about the Resonance Media Network is? We're not censored. We don't have to answer anyone. If we wanted to whip out our whippy wing longs right now, we could do it. Because you know why? We don't got no network executives.
We don't have enough zoom on that camera for this side.
Little,
We got telescopic lens.
all potatoes and no meat.
All berries, no twigs.
So what else is new, man? We got the network taking off now.
We got what, three podcasts going.
I like to use the term shows
Yeah, I guess they are really shows now.
because the different platforms that we are on, I don't think we're just podcasts anymore.
So we got the NFL show.
That's professional football per copyright infringement.
I'm pretty sure you can say NFL. We're not promoting NFL material or anything. We're just talking about it. We'll get with our lawyers in the morning.
Yeah, assholes, talk to our fucking lawyers.
Chop chop. So we got the Intentional Grounding NFL show. Good call. The I Might Be a Kook show and the Don't Jump.
Don't jump!
NBA show. It's not a suicide show. It's an NBA show. So check that out. It's been pretty busy. The studio's come a long way. We're now on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Hopefully it's streaming to Twitch. I didn't get to check it, but there was one person, so I would guess that it is.
Oh, on Twitch there was a person?
There was, yeah, at one point. They probably said, what the fuck, I ain't watching this.
Yeah.
And we're also going to start streaming games. We got the game set up. Frank from Don't Jump streamed Silent Hill 2 on Saturday.
Saturday.
So we had some issues getting it set up, but we got a if there's any nerds out there, feel free to chime in because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but game capture thing. Game capture card.
Came in through Amazon.
Same day. Amazon's fucking awesome. We plugged it in, or we have to. We haven't tested it yet, but it'll be. So I know Frank wants to play possibly Thursday. I think he'll be playing Silent Hill 2, so we got that to look forward to try the new equipment. We need to get you in here playing Madden.
Me and Glenn will play Madden or Black Ops in our undies.
I could play Far Cry. I've been playing Far Cry 4.
In your undies?
No, but I did get a new robe. So Saturday night, I was on my way out the door, probably about 9 o'clock, and once again, I got a notification that a package was delivered. You know, they take pictures now sometimes. It'll be like the picture. It was the picture of my packages on my porch. So I'm like, I didn't think they would deliver that late. It was like 9 o'clock. So I'm like, so I opened the door, and there were the packages, and I had a robe and slippers that came. So instead of going out, I put them on, and then how could I go out at that point with a brand new robe and slippers?
How
Fresh.
could you?
I couldn't do it. And then what did I start watching? A show about Hugh Hefner. You can't beat watching a show about Hugh Hefner wearing a robe and slippers. I was like, I have to watch this because I'm wearing a robe.
What do you think about Amazon not using like its own drivers?
It's great.
Like how FedEx has its people, Ups has its own people, but there's no like Amazon delivery truck, Amazon delivery van with.
Now, are the drivers employees of Amazon or are they just independent contractors?
Wow.
Because that's from a like tax, from a legal, from a business standpoint, that's way easier to do independent contractors with their own stuff because it's less liability. It's less of an expense. It's just easier. It's keep it simple, stupid. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Because they have an employee, now you got the workman's comp, you got disability, and then for the vehicles you have to
Maintain them, insure them.
you got to buy them. I mean, that's huge capital expenditures.
But they're $1 billion company. Why do they need billions of dollars if they don't spend it?
I don't know. Do they have billions? I haven't looked at their balance sheet. I don't know what they have.
I don't know. I know.
I'd have to look at
I
the
think they're
Intern,
worth
bring
like
up-
$1 billion.
$1 billion? They're worth way more than $1 billion.
Probably now.
Amazon?
Yeah.
Worth?
Jeff Bezos or Amazon?
No. Are you talking about the business or are you talking about Jeff Bezos?
Let's talk about the business. Amazon.
All right. So look up Amazon.
Net worth?
No.
Company value?
No, because you're going to get the market cap, which has nothing to do with what. Look up the. I guess it would be kind of like the net worth, but it would be look up the balance sheet.
All right, Amazon balance sheet.
Yeah. What are we in? 2018. It should have been the third quarter just ended. Well, I don't know if they run a fiscal year or if they run separate, but.
Alrighty. Total liabilities and equity, 131 million, I think, if I'm reading that correctly, Signore.
Well, that's liabilities and equity.
I should have brought out the tablet.
All right, so let's just look at some things. When is this? Let's go. This is the end December of 2017. So let's see it. Cash. They had 20 billion in cash.
20 billion?
Yeah, at the end of 2017.
That's billions with a B.
That's just cash.
Cash.
So their total current assets, 60 billion.
60 billion in assets.
And then their long-term assets, add another 70 to that. So total assets, 130 billion. Total liabilities, 100 billion. So you're looking at roughly 30 billion of like a net worth type of thing. So your assets minus your liabilities, which gives you your equity, which they have about 27.7 billion left over. But now if you look up market cap, that's the number of shares times the share price. And that gives you market cap. That's a little different, but
$20 billion in stripper money, basically. Make it rain. Make it rain.
I wish we could do.
Make it rain.
I wish we could do.
Rain.
I wish we had like we need like mathematicians on as interns, so we could be like, if we do $2 a second of make it rain, how long would it take for us to run out of $20 billion? Because I'm pretty sure we could just do that for the rest of our lives.
Now, are we doing this with our hands, or are we doing it with a gun? The money gun that shoots money.
No, we would have to do 2 separate ones.
We got 2 money guns, and we're like,
if me and you both had money guns, we could. I don't even think we could reach 20 billion. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of ones.
It is a lot of ones.
So what else we got going on?
Well, the last time you and I were together, we didn't do a show, but we were talking about, I guess, that CERN place out in Sweden.
Okay. Was it Sweden?
Switzerland?
Switzerland? Sweden?
And they had like that little pagan breakdance before the art expo or whatever they were calling it.
Oh, the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild. Check it out.
A little bit of the old Beelzebub, a little bit of the old Baphomet.
Yeah, it's very paganistic. It's out there. An hour-plus long ceremony for scientists.
Scientists. They're about as scientist as Bill Nye.
You know scientist?
No, he's like an engineer or something. He's not a real, like... I always thought that Bill Nye was like a chemist or something. But we'll since we're on Bill Nye...
I don't think we have the call-in thing. I don't even think I have that hooked up on the computer. So hopefully nobody's calling in.
Of work. He's a mechanical engineer.
That's pretty good. It's pretty scientific.
Yeah, but...
It's all math and science.
Growing up, you think that he was like a chemist or a biologist or something.
It's pretty close, man. Mechanical engineer, that's all science and math in college. It's pretty...
I think it's more math and nuclear gynecology than it is science.
That's a lot of science. Science and math, once you get to that point, to a certain point in science, it's basically math. Physics, unless you're doing like biology, but that's like living things.
Oh, don't you kind of feel like Bill Nye, the science guy, should be an actual scientist, not a mechanical engineer?
No. It's pretty similar.
This earpiece won't stay in. It keeps sliding out of my ear.
Strange. I might have to go to the little gel
capsules or something.
Yeah, little
this
gel
motherfucker.
headphones.
Listen, I got...
This is like... What's that?
Yeah. Oh, breaking. Coming in.
What's that? I'm hearing it right now. Yes. This just in.
Yes, as a matter of fact.
This just in there. There's a penis on a Dunkin' Donuts cup. Yes, we've got it.
We've got it surrounded. Break. But yeah, that was... So there was... they got the place for CERN in Sweden or Switzerland. Then they had the place in, Texas, and they were closing it. And supposedly it's like a gateway or a portal.
It could be. There's theories, because what they're doing is they're recreating they're recreating like the Big Bang, kind of. They're smashing particles together to kind of recreate what happened during the Big Bang, and some people were theorizing that it would kind of create like a black hole or a portal of some sort, and it might destroy the entire universe. That was some of the... And then remember that one video where the guy said, what was it that it would... They said, well, isn't there a chance that it could destroy the Earth and create a black hole? And he was like, well, there's only like a 1 in 12 chance. We were like, 1 in 12 chance?
Yeah.
That seems pretty high. It's like 8.5%.
Yeah.
Or 8.3% or whatever the hell it is. It's like... It's a little scary.
Now, what if it's just one of those... What if it's like a time thing? To where... The portal is you go in and it's like, oh, now I'm in Australia. Oh, now I'm in London.
That'd be cool.
When do you think we're going to get that technology to be able to just teleport somewhere? Bing!
Oh, I think that's coming.
Hey, I want to go to Zimbabwe.
I would bet that they have. They are very close to doing that already.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I know they've done some pretty crazy stuff with, what's it called? It's something to do with quantum shit, where they... So it doesn't matter how far apart things are with quantum. I think it's quantum physics. There's some kind of thing they can do where they, like, it doesn't matter. It's like instantaneous. Things can be almost, I don't know. It's tough. Whenever you get into quantum shit.
Do you think that...
Annoying.
So what do you think the issue is right now? Like, people are ending up in, like, lions' dens and volcano pits, or they're trying to work it to where, like, is it just, I want to go to London and I'm here, or can I say, I want to be in bed with Kim Kardashian in her house in LA right fucking now, and then you just go through and it's like, boop, and next thing you know, you're laying next to Kim Kardashian in her house in LA.
I don't know. I don't know about all that. But it's funny you said the thing about showing up in volcanoes. I started watching randomly the show Magicians, which is like a pretty weird show, and that was what one of the guys' power was like he could
teleport?
He could kind of like teleport to different places, and they were like, you have to watch, because didn't you say like into a volcano?
Yeah.
That was one of the things. He's like, you want to make sure you don't go into a volcano. And he comes back one time like all burn up and like clothes all shred up.
That's just what I'm saying. Like, maybe that's the issue why the technology is not there. Someone's like, oh, let's go to the Eiffel Tower, and meanwhile they're on like top of somewhere in like Hawaii going, fuck. Or they're in that secret spot in the North Pole where no one's allowed to go to.
There's a secret spot in the North Pole?
Apparently, or it's either that or Antarctica, where planes aren't allowed over. We're not allowed to explore.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah. They say some weird shit happens at the North Pole.
Who's they?
They. I can't get into that because then, they'll have the man in the black suit showing up in a Lincoln Continental watching my fucking house.
Possibly.
That's all right. They already got to me. We're tracking you right now as we speak. This phone is the recording device.
We're recording on YouTube. They can just watch this video.
I've added a truth serum to your Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yo, this is Twisted Tea, bro.
I've added a truth serum to your Twisted Tea.
I don't think I usually lie anyway. Pretty truthful.
Hey, you're not a lying guy. Or are you? What was it, Larry David, when he's staring at people?
I fucking love Larry David.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you more of a Jeff guy or a Larry guy?
Larry.
I think you're more of a... You're Funkhauser.
Funkhauser?
Yeah, you're Funkhauser. And Glenn is, what's his face?
He thinks he's Larry. Everybody wants to be Larry in their own
Glenn's, listen, you're Funkhauser.
You're not fucking Funkhauser? How the fuck
You're
am I Funkhauser?
No, you're not
You
Funkhauser.
obviously do not know my ways with people.
What's that other guy's name? If I'm Larry, Glenn's Jeff.
He wants to be Larry.
Who's that comedian that he's always meeting with?
Richard Lewis?
Yeah, you're Richard Lewis. You're Richard Lewis.
I'm not. If any, based on my arguments with people, I would say probably closest to Larry.
You don't get to factor that in, Jack. This is my dictation.
It's like half the show. He wants to be Larry. You can be Larry. You're Larry. I'll be Richard Lewis.
Yeah, you're Richard Lewis. I'm fucking Larry. Glenn is Jeff.
Wants to be Larry.
My wife is Jeff's wife on the show.
How the fuck are
Susie.
you Larry?
Susie. Right? Ain't Jeff's wife's name Susie?
I don't think so.
You sure?
Susie?
We
need more. Come on, people.
Not having interns is really slowing us down.
Yeah, it does suck. Come on, bro. You're taking up too much. We need a bigger table. That's what we need. This table ain't big enough.
Curb Your Enthusiasm cast. All right, here we go. Playmate. It's coming up with like everyone but... yeah, it's Susie. Susie Green, married to Jeff Green.
Yeah, I don't remember her name being Susie.
Yeah.
I love the one where he he foists. He's like, what is it? Who's the dude on the? Not the Tonight Show, but he foists his assistant. He's like, you got foisted.
Oh yeah.
You got foisted, Larry.
Jimmy Kimmel?
Jimmy Kimmel. He's like, Jimmy Kimmel foisted you.
See, you're even wearing a Funkhauser jacket. There's been a few episodes where Funkhauser is wearing an
I thought I was
Adidas
Richard
jacket.
Lewis. Now I'm
You are
Funkhauser
Richard
again?
Lewis. I'm just saying, you're trying to say you're not Funkhauser.
The only reason I'm wearing
That's exactly what Funkhauser wears. They're Adidas jackets.
I don't
and
wear
ball
this.
caps.
I wore this because I have no winter jacket. I have no fall jacket.
Why are
None.
you yelling? I feel like you're coming in loud, like screaming loud.
I have no fall jacket.
What?
So I was supposed to go Sunday, and then I was supposed to go to Primark with the Don't Jump crew. And my mom texted me and asked me if I was going to my niece's birthday, which I completely forgot about. But the last time she told me was at least
terrible uncle.
3 months ago. No, I'm top 5 uncles all time.
Top 5 uncles remember birth dates.
I know the birthday. It's not a birthday. It was the birthday party.
Oh, so it wasn't the actual...
It's not the actual date.
Ooh.
I know her birthday. But I was like, what the fuck are we supposed to be doing then? I was like, I'm supposed to be going to get a jacket. What's more important?
Buy a Carhartt jacket. I just got a new one for like $120.
Carhartt. We'll have to have a men's fashion. They ain't gonna be fucking Carhartt.
Mine's for work. That's why I got mine.
Okay, I'm not getting a work jacket.
What are you thinking? Wilson's leather?
Crocodile leather. Crocodile skin shoes to match.
What's a good coat for men in the wintertime? Like a pea coat?
Pea coat.
My issue with the pea coat though is the fabric. Most of the time they come with. It's like that wool.
Yeah. That's really good fabric.
It's a good fabric, but it's easy to stain, easy to fuck up.
What are you doing? It's an outerwear. What are you...
What if you're outside and you're eating a hot dog while you're wearing your wool coat, and then, boom, you take a bite, and then your chili or your relish or whatever gets all over your wool. You know how hard it is to get chili or relish out of wool?
I'm pretty sure you should dry clean it, but I would say grow up, Peter Pan, Count Chocula. Learn how to eat like an adult.
What if I'm eating a cheesesteak?
Okay. Maybe you should start getting plain steaks if you can't handle it.
What if I'm having a brewski and I get a little tipsy and I go to sip and then, whoa, I miss the lips and right on myself?
I don't know. Same thing.
I don't think wool is a sustainable material to be wearing.
I've had a pea coat for 3 years. I just wash it. I don't think I'm supposed to wash it, but...
Do you wash it in the washer or do you take it to the dry cleaner?
No, that's what I'm saying. Think about what you just said. That's what I'm dealing with. Jesus. We need some more comments. Do you guys wash your clothes at the dry cleaner?
You don't know about poor people watching our show, man. You think they got dry cleaner money?
What else we got going on? We got some moves. So I got some news about the Pocono property. Developer met with the company. So as soon as I get a fucking offer, I would like to see what's going on.
Have we figured out who it is?
No, it's still top secret.
Top secret?
Yeah. Maybe one day. We'll
NASCAR. I'm still sticking with NASCAR.
Maybe. I don't think it's big enough. It's not big enough area.
Not for a racetrack. I'm saying for like a museum or something.
That wouldn't make any sense. They said it would change the area, so it's got to be something pretty big. Not big location-wise, but big.
So a NASCAR office.
That's not going to change the area.
What would change that area? Is it a poor town? Like a poor people, not a lot of
It's not
jobs
poor
and
people,
shit?
but it's just not a big town. It's just a small town.
Now, is it a small town like
Bro, we're not giving away the town, so...
No, I'm just trying to say, like, is it small like what's that town? Fuck. Right outside where we used to go for our trips and stuff. What was that town called? Is it Hazleton?
Hazleton? For our trips? We were taking trips to Hazleton? Was that me?
Was it Hazleton?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either. I'm trying to remember. What was the town? Narberth?
Who?
You and me.
I've never been to no Narberth. Hazleton is... It sounds
I
familiar.
can't remember the names, so my mind is like stretching for what they are.
All right. Well, just use something. Use your other words.
Yeah, because I'm using my words. I'm producing the wrong ones.
Anyway, I hope I can get an offer that makes sense and that... Because either way, I'm holding off renovations because I'm waiting for them to figure out what's going on. So every month that it takes me longer, it costs me money. So...
Maybe they're playing
got a
hardball.
comment? Hey, pussy, from Dom. Who that?
It's my nephew.
Yeah.
Your mother.
Wouldn't his mother be related to you?
No. By marriage.
Oh, okay. How old is he?
10?
He's putting hey pussy and he's 10? I like it.
I'm here. This isn't influenced by me. I am a great uncle. I am a top 4 uncle. If you're a top 5 uncle, I'm a top 4 uncle.
Okay.
You dirtbag.
Very nice. Very nice.
So what do you think they're going to do with that building? You think they're going to keep it?
No, they're
knock it.
My place?
Just yeah.
They're demolishing it.
Demolishing it? Oof.
It's like 120 years old. It's a big area. It's right in the center of the town. They could put something good there.
All that asbestos.
There's no asbestos. It's not made with any asbestos. I got no mesothelioma.
Yet. Mesothelioma isn't something that shows up like in 5 years. It's like a 30, 40 year problem.
So hopefully that goes through. But we got some things in the works. Possibly some gonna be going on some contracting work out of town for a while. So hopefully that can bring some RMN investor money in to make some moves.
Mm-hmm. RMN investors. I think he's drunk. Yeah, so we're on the move. We got things coming up. We started the Twitch.
That nobody's on.
That nobody is on.
I think we have it set to explicit. Maybe that's why, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah, but who doesn't want to hear words like hiney and poopy?
I don't know, bro.
Explicit. You shouldn't have explicit. Now, what if we didn't check it explicit and we said fuck? How much trouble could you get in?
I don't know. I'd rather just do explicit, and if people come in, they come in. If they want to...
I thought this was a good and wholesome show. You guys said ass and twat. Don't go around saying cunt.
I really got to stop drinking these things.
Yeah, you've been drinking those a lot lately.
The Don't Jump crew, love them some Twisted Teas. And they introduced me back to the half and halves, although I think this is the original. The halves and halves are much better.
What's a half and half?
It's like half lemonade, half iced tea.
Okay.
But they're better than this one. But they introduced me to these. And then, a night after they had done a podcast, and there may have been some, after they left about at least a 6-pack. And there was some radish involvement. And all I know is that
Boom, boom,
I woke up at about 3 a.m. with about 7 of these on the table and snacks all over me. So it was pretty amazing. I've been hooked ever since.
I never was like a really fan of those.
Did you ever have the half and half?
No.
You got to try it.
You got a half and half in the fridge?
No, I drank it. I offered you one earlier. You didn't want it. So
A half and half?
Yeah. The other ones were half and half. It was a 6-pack.
You didn't specify. Had you specified it was
You
a
wouldn't
half and
have.
half, and you would have said, "Hey, have you ever tried one of these?" I would have said no.
You were like, no, I don't. I would never.
I'm not a fag, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not a fag.
This means stuff goes in your pooper if you're a guy if you drink this. I guess.
It means one of these. Yeah. We can go on and on.
I know.
Anything new going in the life outside of the selling of the property?
Let's see what we got. Work change. Going to be traveling a lot for work. So I started watching that. I was telling you the Hugh Hefner story, which I found really interesting. There have been a couple people who've come on pointing out books, so I'm going to get some of these books and read them about Hugh Hefner's story, some about Playboy the business, some about psychology. I think I'm going to go check them out. It's very interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah. So that's about it.
Have you pulled out any gems since you started watching it?
I don't know about any gems that I can think of.
Or does anything that resonates with you?
No, yeah, it's very interesting, very exciting to see how it reminds me of this, how we started recording just from your phone, and then
in a kitchen,
and they were working out of
a kitchen,
out of Hugh Hefner's kitchen. Yeah, it was
kitchen.
That's the end. I'm done. I'm done with the show.
That's it. That's it. Take us back. Leaving the cosmos now. We're coming back in.
That's next. We got to figure out how to get us when we're done to show us on spaceships. Fucking zooming out here.
Oh yeah, just be like. We need a nerd. If we had a nerd that knew how to do that stuff, or an intern that knew how to do that stuff,
we'll get there.
It's only taken us 2 years to be live from the nebula. Where do you think we'll be in the next 2 years?
I don't know. I'm not sure. The universe is the limit. I was gonna say the sky's the limit, but I feel
how
like
can
we're in space.
Is there a limit to space in the universe? If the universe is the limit, but what if there is no limit? Then how can the universe be the limit?
See, this is the perfect why we need an intern for that Mean Girls movie.
Yeah.
Do you know that movie?
Yep.
The limit does not exist. We could have had that clip playing.
I'm just saying, if the universe is the limit, but the universe does not have a limit, how is the universe the limit? What is the limit then?
Know. I'm not ready to get into that.
What do you mean you're not ready to get into that, you bastard?
I'm drunk.
You look like my old Albanian cousin or something that's just coming in to...
That's how I feel whenever I wear this.
You got this drink, you got that jacket, and you're like, let me be on your show.
Yeah.
I be on your show, and I talk like man, and I bullshit, and girls bring me hot pussy.
That's how I feel whenever I wear this stupid
I come
jacket.
on show and I get the hot pussy. That is all I
want.
want.
What the hell's going on over here? Where is it? I'm out of the universe.
Yeah, but the universe is still there. You see the stars? That's weird.
What the hell's going on here? We gotta fix that. Intern.
Hey, Laverne. Oh, wait, wrong place.
Oh, yeah.
Well, since you don't want to get to the limits of the universe, if the universe doesn't have any limits, I think we can cut it short this week, my friend.
That was pretty long.
What do you think? How long did we go?
50 minutes.
50? Really?
Yeah, it's right down there somewhere.
Okay. Oh, yeah, 49 minutes. Well, we got like a half hour worth of like setting everything up. But until the next time, boys and girls. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the music.
Oh.
Gotta wait till our...
Well, yeah, I'm building
okay.
up. You gotta...
Right.
Damn, Alky. But
I ain't drunk, bro.
Be sure, if you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe, give us some comments below. If you're listening on iTunes or Google Play, make sure you subscribe, review us, give us that 5-star, that no-star rating. Go to our main site, residencemedianetwork.com. Check out our shows. We got some more groovy things coming. Mr. Trust Fund Kid, you got anything before we get out of here, buddy? You fucking drunk prick, you.
I'm too drunk to remember.
Well, till next time, boys and girls, spread the word.
Spread love.
Stay woke.